And we're live. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Curious Notion. With me today, I have Oscar Montes, also known as OM Photography on Instagram. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
How are you?
I'm doing good, pretty good actually. It's a Sunday. Got nothing going on. I'm just here vibing
You're just here vibing? Yeah,
for the vibes.
it's been a learning experience before the setup has even gone up.
I know.
And I made every rookie's favorite mistake of forgetting his SD card. So
It's okay. We all have those moments. I've had those moments before, honestly. I've forgotten SD cards, flashes, you name it. So you learn throughout time. You'll learn.
yeah. And talking about SD cards, so you're a photographer. How'd you get into that?
Yeah, so I started getting into it when I was a kid, growing up. I've always had like those disposable cameras.
Mm-hmm.
So I was just took random photos of stuff, and I guess that's kind of how I started building off that.
Yeah.
It only just kept growing and growing, as I, grew up.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's pretty much how I got into it. We had those old flip phones as well. We were just taking photos and stuff. So I guess you could say that's where it kind of all started.
Okay. So that's how it started, but how'd you get into it as of now, where you do it as a business? Like, did you go to school for it? This was the passion there from childhood? Like, what was it?
The passion was there as childhood, but funny enough, I actually didn't go to school for it. I went to school for a whole different major. I went to school for video game and animation for special effects as well.
Mm-hmm.
And I think I've even mentioned this before when I did other videos. I never thought I would be doing this as a career choice, life was kind of funny. It just led me to this.
Yep, it's funny like that. What was your starting equipment?
So starting off, I started with a Canon T3i. I got that for my birthday back when I was in high school. I asked my parents to get me that as a birthday gift. They kind of look at me a little funny. They're like, "Why do you want a camera?" But they did it anyways. It was my birthday, so yeah. So I started off with the T3i, and honestly, I just had that for a while before I ended up like buying like flashes and stuff like that. So when I had the T3i, I started, shooting photos like family gatherings, stuff like that. And then there was a point in time where I was on a super long hiatus. When I mean super long, I mean I literally didn't pick that camera back up again until 20, honestly, probably during the pandemic, 2020.
Okay. Yeah, everybody was stuck inside, so you probably were like, "Oh, trusty, reliable camera."
Yeah, pretty much.
Did you said your parents looked at you a little bit funny with the camera. Did you face any criticism from family or close friends?
Definitely family, mainly parents. Just because they didn't think of it as a real job, I guess you can say. They always want to be me to be a doctor or a lawyer, but that was not for me. That was not for me. I went to an art school, so that says a lot.
Yeah.
But obviously, eventually later on, they kind of started growing to support me. They were like supporting me on what I do, So yeah, it was interesting.
Yeah. How'd you deal with it?
Well, I mean, it was annoying because, they're your parents. They're supposed to support you. But, I guess I can understand, times were tough and they were going to, they were wondering if that was going to become like a career thing, if I was going to make money off it. But, now I am, I'm making money. So it's pretty cool. So yeah.
Yeah, that's every parent's worst nightmare. I know when I picked this up, I don't know if it has to do with the culture. We're Hispanic.
Yeah, we're definitely Hispanic.
They're super critical about everything. I know my dad, when I was like, "Hey, I'm gonna do podcasts," and he was like, "And how does that make any money?" And then literally like coming here because I went to go visit them.
Yeah,
he was like, "So talk to me how you make money off of that." I was like, "Well, you really don't for a while, maybe never." He's like, "Then why are you doing it?" I'm like, "Because I want to." Like, it's a passionate thing. It's cool to talk to other people.
Yeah, you're a creative. You're pretty much considered a creative.
Yeah, it's a creative endeavor. You get to meet others, and you also do. So you're a photographer, but you also model with other.
Yes, I do.
How does that help you with your creativity for your photography?
So when I start modeling, in a way, it kind of helps with creativity because since I'm a photographer, I have to help other models pose. So I kind of, pose for myself. I start thinking of different poses. And from what I learned or what I've experienced in posing, I help other models who are also starting off to pose as well. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I still struggle a little bit to help pose them, but eventually we get it done. And
Yeah,
it's kind of fun modeling, I'm not gonna lie.
yeah, it's fun modeling. Yeah, I when we did the shoot
Yeah,
for
yeah. How was yours?
mine. So if it wasn't for your friend Liv,
Yeah,
where she started yapping to me,
yeah,
eventually that's when I got into it. I was like, I kind of forgot. I told you I forgot that the camera was there.
right.
But I think when you're a little camera shy at first, it can be overwhelming. But I think
Yes.
at the very end, I was like, hey, can we do?
Yeah, exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
So okay, that's cool. Yeah, pretty
Right.
sure. It probably helps out that you model too. So
Yeah, it does.
different uh I guess not atmosphere, but different styles to like do photographers have like a different style shooting? Like you got wildlife photographers, modeling, or
Mhm.
like what would you describe yours as?
I will describe my type of photography like creative. I try to do cinematic, but it leans toward, creative.
Hmm.
That's the best way to describe it, I guess you can say. Try to capture cinematic moments, stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I guess you could say I still haven't really like captured my style yet. I know I try to aim for cinematic,
Hmm.
but with through time, I guess you can say mine's creative.
Yeah. And you're saying through time, how long have you been doing it where now you're like booking models, handling shoots, and I think you do collabs with other photographers too. It
Yes.
looks pretty fucking cool.
It is awesome.
Um,
I love it.
how long have you been doing that, and how has that improved over time?
So I've been doing photography like 3 to 4 years now. It's helped a lot, because I've met a lot of photographers, videographers, models, artists through networking. Networking takes you a long way, it takes you anywhere compared to college, no offense. Uh, you know, but no, with that, it helped me learn from other photographers, other models. I learned through other photographers, I kind of see what their style is. I see like the lighting they do, the camera angles, settings, and that kind of helps me incorporate it, through to my shoots, same thing with modeling. When I'm modeling, it helps me incorporate, what I'm gonna do with the other models. So it helps a lot, especially with networking. I learned through them a lot. I've met a lot of awesome photographers, a lot of models, artists, and it was pretty fun learning what they know,
Yeah.
especially since, they've had a lot more experience than me.
Mhm. Yeah, I mean, I learned setting this up a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, it was cool. So
Yeah, it looked like it took you like a good minute to set all this up.
yeah, it does. I think it took me about an hour or so, which it's so much work, but it's a fun learning experience, right?
Yeah,
And then
definitely.
like mentioned how I started out, I was like, I forgot my SD card. It's like photographers, and I guess content creators with the cameras,
Yes.
like rookie mistake.
Hmm.
So that was a learning experience. I brought all the bigger items, but no SD card.
Yeah.
Thankfully you brought some. Thank
Um, yeah. I mean, if it makes you feel better, I say a month ago or so, I brought all of my main lights, but I forgot my trigger at home, so I really couldn't, take any flash
okay.
photography. So I had to adapt. Luckily, the lights that I had like a spotlight that was bright enough to capture it, because the room that I was in, it was really dark.
Mhm.
The lighting was kind of poor quality. So it was definitely gonna be hard to take photos without the lighting. But
Yeah.
luckily, I had a backup. You had a backup, which was me.
Yeah, just this time.
Yes, just this time.
You started with a Canon. You're now shooting videos, I think, on a Sony.
Yeah, Sony. Oh my
So
God, it's
What
completely a game changer.
what is it? I'm gonna do the Sony versus Canon argument from someone that has used both. Are you not
Oh man.
comfortable enough to comment on it? Everybody has their critique.
Well, I mean, I love Canon because that's how I started off photography. Started off with Canon, and I switched to Sony. I guess because from what I've heard and seen, like through people on YouTube, Sony does have higher quality video.
Hmm.
The one I have is a Sony A7 IV.
Yeah.
It's a hybrid camera. It does both photography and video. I mainly got it because I want to do video with a Sony, not knocking off Canon, they also have good video, but Sony definitely, it's what I've been hearing. Sony is great for it. Or from what I've heard from other photographers, join the dark side.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yes.
I read that when I was doing my research to do the cameras I chose.
Yeah.
The FX3 comes up immediately.
Man.
$4,000, crazy. Adding a lens on there.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Your bank
Man.
account is probably
Yeah.
crying right now.
And then from a step down from that, you got the FX30, which is the APS-C format. And then I was like, let me bring that one a little lower.
Yeah.
That's where I got the cameras I have now.
Yeah.
Which I went through a bunch of different Sonys, and the main thing I was looking for was that other camera brands didn't really offer that well, was unlimited recording in 4K. Like,
Yeah. Correct. Yeah.
And I also don't want it to cut off in the middle of a recording.
Yeah.
Conversations can go for a while.
Correct.
Right.
And I believe yeah, it does cut off the conversation when it meets a certain time that you need to record. So imagine like right now we could be recording and all of a sudden it stops and we're still talking.
Yeah. Boop. I guess just audio now.
Yeah, audio, I guess.
Yeah. Okay. So Sony for video, Canon for
photography. Yes, but sorry, Canon, but I'm doing both on Sony. But I still have my Canon. I use it as a backup because God forbid something happens to my Sony, I at least have my Canon, you know, because that's what I've been using, Canon. So at least I'm familiar with the Canon.
Okay. How long have you been doing the videography now? Or is it cinema? What is videography and cinematic like
cinematography?
Videos? Yeah, something like that. Whereas like you do cinematic videos or you just record, like there's like a difference, I think.
So for videography, I think it is different for cinematography. Sony people, please correct me if I'm wrong. So I think cinematography, it's almost kind of like cinematic, almost like film type of style, whereas videography is like you're like I just guess making videos, capturing whatever is in front of you, I guess is the best way to say it. Just capturing moments, making videos. I mean, that's the way I see it from my understanding. Again, correct me if I'm wrong, people. But no, I do like it. When I started, again, same thing. I kind of started kind of blindly. I kind of had to learn through video tutorials, through other content creators, and through other photographers and videographers that I've met that's been doing it longer than I have. And it's pretty awesome, what you can learn from them.
I didn't know that. I thought that you had gone to school for it.
No, I did not. I really did not.
Okay. No, that's dope. I mean, I'm doing the same thing. I'm YouTube University.
YouTube University, yeah.
YouTube University.
YouTube University, 10 out of 10.
How long have you been doing the video shooting now? I see you've done a few music videos.
Yeah, so for video, I haven't been doing it for too long. I'm still kind of dipping my toes into it, kind of starting off. So I do shoots with CJ, who's also known as Pure. He's on Instagram, and I also shoot with Lazo Schemes. He's also on Instagram. They're both music artists, so I always shoot with them. Sometimes I shoot with Pure, sometimes I shoot with Lazo Schemes, and it's pretty cool. And as I shoot with them, I myself kind of learn like, okay, this is what I'm supposed to do, or the lighting looks wrong. They also kind of help me out as well, for pointers, like, hey, you know what, let's do this. I'm, all right, let's do it. So working with them has been pretty awesome, so I guess you can say working with them, I'm learning a lot.
How do you plan out those shoots? Did they tell you like, hey, this is what I want? And then as you've experienced certain things, like this is kind of how we can go about it, like
right.
A collective effort.
So yeah, it's kind of a mixture of both, like a collab. We both work together. Lazo, whenever I work with him, he gives me a straight out detailed plan. Like, hey, this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna be in this location. This is how we're gonna do it. This is how many people we're gonna have in this, in this session. I'm like, all right, cool. Same thing with CJ. He tells me, hey, this is what I want to do. This is what I'm feeling like. And, I also kind of like help out too, shooting different angles and stuff like that. So we all kind of learn from each other.
Yeah. Are you like a B-roll camera and then they got a main camera? Or sometimes your main camera?
I'm the main, I'm like the main camera. Yes.
Okay.
Pretty much like the main camera guy who captured. Sometimes I'm the B-roll or I'm both.
Okay. Cool. It's perfect photos or a better like video. Which one? Like, is it harder to capture the perfect photo or the perfect video?
Well, since I've been doing photography longer than I've done video, for me it's easier for photos. Video, again, I haven't been doing it for too long. So for me, trying to capture like the perfect video, I'm still working on that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then video involves now our favorite topic, which is sound design.
Yeah.
How have you come to learn that?
Oh boy, sound design. You also, go through it. And you know how we stay there for hours looking for sounds or like music or effects. So I guess it really depends on the video and what the vibe is. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you can do a video and you're like, do I want something like poppy or something more like instrumental or ambience.
Yeah.
So for me, it takes a while to edit videos because it's like I want to find the right sound that goes with even the song as well, like finding the right song that would
Yeah.
go along with the video.
Yeah, I agree. I've been working on this thing for a couple of months now.
You're right.
And captured the second episode all the way to release. And I have been working on that for a couple of months because I cannot get the sound design right.
Right.
Like the songs, it doesn't give the vibe of what I want it to give.
Correct.
Because if I pick a song that's too uppy, it doesn't give it like that. It doesn't give it what
Yeah,
it's like
the vibe you're going for.
it's taste. Sometimes I don't even know the vibe that I like. I want it to be a meaningful message.
Right.
Like if you want to start something, this is me like starting my podcast journey, and it's literally me like behind the scenes just saying like I'm nervous right now, and then I'm talking with my friend. I'm setting up these equipment, and I have no idea what I'm doing with
Right.
And so
but
it's
you're
like
trying. You're trying.
it's like really personal, and the music I choose that it doesn't give it like that personal emotion.
Yeah.
It gives it more like this guy's just kind of going through his thing, and then besides just music, there's I think there's sound hits or whatever they are, but they're like swooshes, rises.
Yeah, rises.
I can't remember the other ones, but all of those when you make a transition,
Correct.
when something pops up on the screen, like all that little small stuff that we captured that we don't realize we're capturing it when we're watching movies or really Instagram reels. Like usually now I watch Instagram reels
and I hear the sound design.
And I hear the sound design, I'm like, that probably took that guy like 2 hours.
Yeah.
3 hours. I see the fancy lettering and how it transitions.
The fonts,
like, dude, this 30-second reel is probably like an hour and a half of his fucking life.
Exactly. So would you say sound design's the toughest part for you?
I haven't messed with it too much yet, so it is
That's
tough.
very valid.
There's other stuff that besides the podcasting that I want to do with, especially having the cameras I have. Like I didn't waste all this money just to set it up every like 2 weeks with one guest.
Right.
Whereas I can continue to hone my skills through storytelling.
Right.
It's like I set up cameras, tell a small story, and really portray kind of the topics that I'm talking about in my podcast.
Correct.
So a lot of the things I focus on is like mental health and taking courage and really like going out there, and storytelling with film can do that. Can add all that the right sound design, the right angles, the right lighting. I can create the like nostalgic kind of sad type deal. So yeah, it is tough. That's literally what's been holding me back. Like I've recorded so many things and they're just sitting on a hard drive, taking up space.
Well, I mean, for me, the toughest part about video editing would have to be color grading. The reason why I say that now because I recently did a video, I think a week ago that was in this spot, and like the color grading is a little rough. I'm like, oh, why is this coming out so yellow, or why does it look so blue? So for me, color grading could be a little hard because you want to make sure everything looks well. You don't want to make sure nothing's too warm. You don't want to make sure nothing's too cool. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So for me, video editing is definitely a challenge, but I'm loving it. I'm loving it.
Yeah, it's a good learning experience.
It is.
Yeah. You mentioned color grading, and that's one that I've noticed that my podcast videos are flat. The color is super flat. And honestly, the space I'm working with, it's in my apartment. It's not that great. I don't have the like really how I would like to set up the lighting.
Hey, you try your best though. That's what matters.
I'm working with what I got.
Yeah, what you got, man.
But I didn't really notice that my videos were flat. And then I try to do color grading on one. And that was I'm like, oh my God, sound design, color grading. lighting,
Mm.
angles. I'm like,
Lighting makes a difference. That makes a
dude, I'm
lot of
like
a
a
difference.
full blown like everything. I'm like, I hate it here.
Yeah,
But
I know.
it's so fun when you get like one part of it right and you're like, oh my God, that's the vibe.
Yeah,
That's what I'm looking for. So
no, yeah, and I think that in since you mentioned that, like that's how I'm like okay, I got the vibes here correctly, and then when you do it in the next part of the video, it's completely different. You're like, why are you acting this way? Like you were doing good in this half, why are you all of a sudden this color in this half? You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
It's tedious. It's very tedious.
yeah, it's really annoying. And then that first half will be good because everything was perfect there. And now
Yeah,
that one little light switch, that little camera shot different, it's gone.
yeah. You're like,
Now
oh,
you're like, oh, now I gotta work on this individual thing.
yeah,
Yeah, that's why I really wanted to talk to you because content creation as people
mhm,
has become such a big thing. We're all doom scrollers,
yeah.
but I don't think that the person behind other screens realizes how much
Much
work
work goes into it.
goes into it. They're like,
Yes.
oh my God, Oscar's posting photos again.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro, I just had to book a studio, had to talk to them,
Yeah.
tell them this time, set this up,
No,
get my equipment ready.
get the lighting correct,
Yep.
make sure everything goes well. Yeah, the model needs to get ready and all that. Yeah. It's definitely it may look easy to some people, but to us like photographers, even models, it's still kind of a hard thing to do, because especially with time.
Mhm.
So yeah, I get what you mean.
Yeah, so that's why that I really wanted to get someone like that because I think a lot of people think it looks easy, but
It's not easy,
but
guys.
it's not easy. I got told it's like, oh my God, your stuff looks great.
Right.
I'm like, do you have no idea the amount of work I
Hmm.
like it took to even get to that, and I think it still doesn't look great. Like I think I'm getting it to where the best I can
Yeah.
now, but where it could be in the future.
Right.
So
You're gonna have a lot of fun editing this.
yeah, this is gonna be fun. I'm working with
Late nights, late nights.
yeah. I think I've stayed up till 2 or 3 in the morning editing. When I first released my first episode, with my friend
Hmm.
who encouraged me to really start, uh, it was set to release on New Year's.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Oh, wow.
and it did. So like I had already prepped it. I had gone to this New Year's Eve like gathering.
Right.
I come back, I'm like looking forward to like, oh, my video's gonna be up.
Right.
Let me see how it looks. I get to a spot, 10 seconds was off, and it just cut the conversation. The audio and the video distinct for
Oh.
like 10 seconds, and 10 seconds ruined an entire like 50 minutes.
Oh.
And it was, I think, 1 in the morning, and I caught it. I stayed up till 6 in the morning
Wow, that's dedication right
trying
there.
to,
That is dedication.
trying to figure out why this 10-second was desynced and throwing everything. And I'm like, oh my God, am I gonna have to re-edit this entire thing? And
Oh,
I
man.
wanted it to be there on the 1st, January 1st. I
All right.
wanted it to be there. And I was like, I can't just not do it.
Right.
I was like, I guess I can post it later in the day. Anyway, I stood up, just trying to figure it out. Anyway, all I had to do was like slide my audio to the right, and it fixed it. And after trying everything I can think of, it finally got fixed.
Yeah,
But
I know that feeling. I've also done that as well when I was editing either photos or videos. Especially photos sometimes for me. There are times where I'm editing till like 2, maybe 2:30 in the morning,
mhm,
even though I have to wake up early because I work the next day.
yeah,
I just be like, should I just continue? I'm gonna go to bed. But on the days when I know I don't have to work the next day, when I'm doing like video, definitely go to bed like 3 a.m.
yeah,
sometimes. Because like you said, it only takes one little thing to throw something off.
mhm,
For me, it'll definitely be like some of the transitions. Like some of the transitions will either come way too early or like way too late.
mhm.
And it pisses me off. I'm like, why are you doing this? So I have to like zoom in into the timeline and like look really closely. I'm like, all right, like, no, got it. And then something else in the transition goes wrong and it pisses me off. But we eventually fix it.
Yeah. I mean, you really care for it. I mean, you'll fix it.
No, yeah, definitely. I mean, I'm working on a video right now. I had to take a break from it because I'm like halfway done with it. The only thing I have left is just the sound. I have no sound on that video, and I still don't know what song to put.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be a fun night.
That is true. Learning experience. What was the hardest thing that in photography, videography, like what
Mm.
was the biggest thing you've learned, like overall?
Biggest thing that I learned being a photographer
Yep.
or videographer, practice makes perfect, you know.
Hmm.
Legit, I would have long nights, you know, trying to edit something. I, you know, do my best to look up tutorials, and sometimes I try too hard to make it look like not other people's work, but like to make it look as good as possible,
Hmm.
you know. So at the end, I just realized, you know what? I am who I am. I am gonna have my own style. Maybe it's not gonna be as similar as everybody else's style,
Yeah.
but I have a style that represents me, you know. And I think that's one thing that I learned is you can get inspired by everybody else, but you can never honestly take what they have. And I learned that I have my own style, pretty much.
Yeah. I've been struggling with that too, not with the video aspect, but with the voice aspect.
Mhm.
It's like what like I have an idea of and it got brought up to my attention yesterday when I was a guest for somebody. Afterwards he was really kind to be like, who are your people? Like, who are the conversations you're having? Who are they for? I was like, well, damn, dude, I've been asking myself the same question. I've been trying to figure out. I'm only like 7 episodes in, but answering that question is gonna lead how I approach episodes. The host of this studio, he asked me, he's like, oh, who like what are the conversations you're having? Like, who are your guests? And I was like, well, really, I want to reach out to people that uh are in different stages of their life. Because you have people, friends that are in super high stages.
Right.
They're like, damn, dude, how am I your friend? And then you have dudes that are, figuring it out. Probably don't have a job, probably
Right.
whatever. They're still trying to figure their life out. Then you got people like you and me who do stuff, and we're figuring another part that we really want to do, and we're kind of in that journey of it. But yeah, I having a similar thing, but more with the who am I reaching with
Yeah.
with my voice. And I follow a lot of photographers. I was like, man, their work looks so cool. Like,
Yeah.
I know one. I want to know about it. I'm gonna sit down. I'm gonna ask.
Now here we are.
Yep. Now here we are. Okay, what mistake have you that stuck with you? Like, I can never do that again.
That's a good question. I made a lot of mistakes. I made a lot of mistakes. Oh my. Mistakes wise. Let's get back to that. I'm still struggling. Because I've made a lot of mistakes. Let's get back to that one.
Okay, we'll get back to it later.
Yeah.
Did and these are all kind of failing.
Mhm.
Do you think succeeding teaches you more, or does failing teach you more?
Definitely failing.
Mm-hmm.
The reason why I say that because when you fail, you can kind of pinpoint where exactly you failed. And when you pinpoint those, you can learn from it. You're like, oh no, you know what? This is where I messed up on. This is how I can fix it, you know? And there's a lot of things I failed when doing, what I'm doing now. And because of those failures that I've had, I managed to get myself back up and learn from them.
Yeah.
So that's one thing for sure. Definitely failing helps you learn more about yourself compared to succeeding.
Yeah. I agree. I think failure is probably the biggest teacher.
Definitely.
When I had my conversation yesterday, I told the guys, like, I do everything I do because I want to be the biggest failure possible.
Mhm.
Because one day I will have a family. I want to have a family eventually. This is the way I view it.
No, yeah.
I want to be able to step there and be like, dude, I went and chased every single dream I wanted to chase when I was younger, when I was more energetic, when I was healthier, whatever.
Yeah.
Where nobody's gonna look at me and be like, dude, you're 35, bro. You might not want to do that. Like, life is getting pretty serious for you, even though life probably got serious since you became an adult. But like at 24, I can do this, and people are gonna be like, oh, he's young. Let him do his thing, right? He's
Right.
gonna fail at it anyway. And it's like, okay. When I started bringing it up to certain people, they were negative.
Right.
They were like, you're not, why? Like, you're trying to make money, you're trying to become famous. I'm like, dude, I'm a yapper.
I'm a yapper.
I'm a
Yap, yap,
certified
yap.
yap.
Yes.
Yap, yap, yap. And then it builds connections. Uh, from there's probably people that you work with. They might see the video and they'll be like, dude, that guy, you know what? He had a solid conversation with you. Maybe I want to talk with him. And,
Hmm.
some of the stuff that I want to talk about can be
Right.
brought up. And then you're going to be like, hey, Chris, so-and-so saw your videos.
Right.
They're probably interested. You might want to talk to them. Like, it's connecting.
Yeah.
And that also brings life experiences. Like, in my YouTube, I have feeling alone. You're not the only one. Because when you're pursuing stuff, you can feel lonely when there's nobody around you
Hmm.
that is doing the same thing. Like, even though you don't do podcasting,
Hmm.
you do content creation.
Right.
And I'm like, oh my God, there's somebody right there that at least knows who I am. It doesn't feel that cringe when I post my stuff.
Right.
I'm like, yeah. And then somebody at work, he was my last episode.
Right.
He just started too. And it's even worse because I'm in the military. So social content creation can be a little bit of not a red flag, but you have to tread in very careful waters on how you go about it.
Yeah.
So
Correct.
me posting my stuff, I was like, oh my God, I'm all like alone and afraid. And he comes on and he's just like, now I have other people that he knows that know him that are reaching out to me. And I'm just like, oh my God, dude, I'm not so lonely anymore. So I don't know how I got from failure to that, but I can fail at such a young age and probably bounce from it back faster. Not feel as bad as well because I'm like, oh, I'm young. I can make all these mistakes and be all right.
Yeah.
And I have a job that, I've made some good choices and I can support this. So, yeah.
Nice. Fun fact. I guess you could say I kind of used to have my own podcast a couple of years ago. I called it, me and a couple of friends, we called it Babble Talk. We talked pop culture related things, Marvel, DC, gaming, anime, horror, you name it. We talked, I think we've had, probably like episodes wise, probably done like 8 or 10 episodes, if I remember correctly. And then I used to like do my own separate thing as well, where my content creation was kind of like quick little reviews of movies or stuff like that. Unfortunately, we do not do Bible Talk no more. But the page is still there, and I'm not gonna lie, because of me doing that, that's what also kind of helped me open up more into doing video because I'm in front of a camera, and being in front of the camera is hard sometimes.
Yeah, it is. It is really hard. I tell people all the time, like, I'm super camera shy. You might see me post my stuff, and
Yeah.
I'm just like, ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah, it does. Oh, I didn't know that. That is a fun.
Yeah, I'm not I do miss it. I do miss it, So who knows? Maybe I'll decide to talk to my friend to make another comeback. But no, yeah. But because of that, podcast we had going on, that kind of helped me also show my creative side because I'll be the one making the thumbnails for the channel.
Yeah.
And it was pretty fun. I think I made the banner for the channel as well. I'm gonna have to send you the link for it so you can like look at it. But just the banner alone took me an hour or two on Photoshop.
Yeah.
So yeah, it was another long night.
Yeah, I've been working on mine, my YouTube banner at least.
Oh yeah.
I haven't worked on it in a while, but I'm like, I did that because I wanted to get started. But now I'm looking at it, I'm like, I really need to redo it.
Yeah, do it. Yeah.
It's not sending the right message, I think.
Yeah.
It might be just a self-critical thing, but definitely as you start and you do research on what other people are doing, you're like, it just doesn't have that taste.
No, yeah.
And I think a lot of the content creation, photography wise, anything, it's all taste. Like you tell people and they're like, that's weird.
Yeah.
I've told people, I'm like, you can like look at a video and you're like, that's a good video.
Right.
And there's like that person's style, that person's taste goes into it. And they're like, well, how would you describe it? I'm like, I don't know. You just know.
Yeah, you just
like,
know. Yeah,
it's like,
yeah.
It's like, yeah, that's it.
Yeah,
that's it.
That's the best way. Yeah, that's the way you're saying is like how I describe my photography. It's like I don't have like a specific name for the style that I have, but it's there. Like you said, it's there.
Yeah, it's like they look at it like, Oscar took that.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
Like you know who
yeah,
that guy is. Yes.
yeah. Every time I see it, there's times I don't see your name, and I'm like, oh, this is one of Oscar's photos. Because now I've seen it, I'm like, okay, like I kind of see
Yeah.
some of the models. I think you work with them frequently now.
Yeah, more frequent,
Yeah.
yes.
Which brings me into the business side of it. How did you go from? Because I'm guessing, I think I've seen most photographers on Instagram say that at first they start doing free work or videographers.
Yeah, started off with free work, and going to networking events, meetups. That kind of started doing photos right there. Because again, I was an amateur at the time, so
Hmm.
I still had so much to learn before I even started charging people. So it took me almost a full year before I decided to like charge people. And when I did, obviously the price was like super, super low and cheap because I honestly didn't really believe in myself that much yet, but I still had to thrive. Like, I still want to like take photos, start a business.
Yeah. Eventually you're like, okay, I can't be doing this for free.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
Eventually came to that point, all right, now I want to start, making money out of this too.
Mhm.
I mean, from time to time, I still do collabs from time to time, but yeah.
Yeah. No, and you're gonna need money because camera equipment
Oh
camera
man,
is
yes,
inexpensive.
very,
Yeah.
very expensive.
Did adding video, I mean, the answer is probably yes,
Mhm.
but I want to know how has it affected you. Did adding video expand your client the more money that you bring in?
Yeah, because I started adding like video into like my package deals now.
Mm,
Because back then it was just photos, just photos. And then obviously once I started capturing behind the scene videos and started doing actual recordings, that's where I'm like, okay, I can start incorporating this into like the packages that I have going on.
yeah,
And that's helped. It has helped. Yeah.
yeah. Is it harder to find clients or keep them? Because, you know, I mean, having social media makes it easier,
Mhm.
and having friends of friends probably makes it easier too. But which one is it? Is it harder to find clients or keeping them?
Honestly, I think it's harder to keep clients because I feel like it's easy to find them, because social media, it's everywhere, it's big. I feel like keeping a client can definitely be hard. Just not saying that I don't want to go with anybody else, but yeah, I'm watching you, Chris. Let me find out. Let me find out taking my people. I know where you live. No, I don't. But definitely keeping clients because they always end up like moving on, finding other photographers or videographers that probably can do more, which
Mhm.
it's okay. I'm not gonna be mad. Like that's totally fine. Sometimes when you want to expand, you can.
Yeah.
So definitely keeping clients is definitely the hard thing. And finding them is easy.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. If they want something else and you can't deliver, they're gonna be
Yeah,
like,
exactly. Like if you can't deliver, that's totally okay. That's fine.
yeah, yeah. People move up, but hey, the same thing can be when you're leveling up.
Hmm.
It's like you're too low for me, man.
Yeah. Damn.
It's like I don't do that kind of work. Or
Be gone, peasants.
yeah, okay. What is the one thing you've disliked about the business side of it?
The business side of it is definitely, honestly, I guess you can say pricing, just because you want to find something that's gonna appeal to the client. So pricing is definitely kind of hard because you want to make sure like it's worth it. You want to make sure like the work you do is worth it, not only for you, but for the client as well.
Yeah,
So it's like, man, is this too cheap or is this too expensive? Like, is this okay? Like, I've actually had to message other professionals who've done it longer than I have, like, hey, I need some tips. Like, how can I, be charge this client depending, and they've helped a lot with giving me advice, because you also got to think about like, okay, is this going to be somewhere in the studio, outside of the studio, the traveling, stuff like that. So for me, that's one thing I struggled with.
yeah. I can see that.
Yeah, I mean, look at you. You look well, you brought everything, man. So like me just bringing a suitcase, but you, man, look at all this equipment.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
it's a whole. Yeah, I didn't think it was gonna be that much. Once I packed it up, I was like,
this is a lot.
wow, that's a lot.
Yeah,
Like, I'm
exactly.
walking around with like 10 grand of equipment in my car.
Hmm.
Like my equipment is worth more than my car. I was like, I hope I don't go down. But yeah, no, I can see that the pricing of it. People are gonna be like, oh no, that guy's too expensive.
Yeah.
It's not that good for the price he's charging.
And actually, and I think that kind of comes back to like keeping a client, it's because sometimes you have to raise your prices up and they go, oh, that's kind of too expensive now. And you start losing them,
Yeah,
but then you also find clients that feel like, oh, that's actually worth the money and you end up getting them,
yeah,
So it's kind of like, you lose and you gain.
yeah. It's what I was telling earlier. It's like people are on different trajectories.
Hmm.
Maybe some of their clients, their photographer upped their prices, so now they don't want to work with them.
Right.
But your prices are just right for them.
Hmm.
They'd be like, oh, this guy on photography on Instagram,
Uh-huh.
let me go get him.
Right.
Like his prices are good. I'm seeing his work. I like what
Right.
he's doing. So yeah, I guess you're learning the art of it
Yeah.
for capturing moments, but now you have to learn the art of the business side.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, oh man.
Yeah. So hey, it comes with the
Territory.
comes with the territory. Which with all that, is it more important to experience a moment or capture it?
Wow, that's a good question. Definitely, capturing the moments. I always like capturing the moments, but at the same time, it's also experiences. I'd say both, honestly.
Mhm.
I always do my best to capture that moment, and once I capture, you're like, yeah, this is it.
Yeah,
This is
that's
what
the
I
one.
want. That's the right. Yeah, this is it. This eats. This is what I wanted.
Yeah, I remember when we did our shoot and we were showing me kind of.
Yeah.
There was one when you were like, "Yeah, that's the one."
Yeah.
I think that was one of the 10 photos that I was like, that might be a really good cover photo.
Yes.
It gives that like, oh, he's wondering, oh, what?
Yeah.
Yeah. So I agree. How does all that change how you view people? Because you capture people's moments,
Hmm.
their videos, the pictures they want taken, how they want them taken. How does that affect how you view people daily now? Because did it change a little bit?
In terms of like,
Like, so for me, like podcasting, I see people now, I see more layers.
mhm.
There's layers to them. Like, if I meet somebody, I'm thinking like there's more to this person.
Mhm.
Like, what is it about them that brought them to this moment? How I met them? Like, I'm thinking more in depth.
Mhm.
Is there more? How you do you see that for you, or did it didn't change at all? Like, oh, that person's just going about their life.
Well, I mean, each time I capture somebody, I'm always capturing something. I'm capturing the beauty. I'm capturing who they really are.
Mm-hmm.
So it did change for me. There are some people you don't expect to be like, oh my God, like they're amazing at doing this. They're like in their element. I guess you
Yeah.
could say. So it's like it's really nice to see that. And when I see that, it makes me happy because it makes not only are they having fun, but they're also enjoying the experience, especially if they're starting off as a model. Yeah, it's pretty fun because there's many models who are scared or they're, I'm looking at one right now.
I'm not no model. I just wanted some pictures. I was like, I want this to be good.
You still consider a model because you're modeling in front of the camera. But I capture the essence. Like, for example, I capture yours and your elements.
Yeah.
For your podcast, I captured you like, okay, this is it. This is how he is, in his serious mode and his business mode,
Mhm.
So it's nice. It's really gifting for me.
Yeah, I agree. I've captured moments with my friends. One of my best friends, he told me stuff about his life
Yeah.
that we've been friends for 5 years. He sat with me for 2 hours and I found out stuff that I'm like, dude, all this time, me and somebody else were like, this guy has no problems.
Yeah.
This dude is happy-go-lucky, doesn't think about anything. He's self-fulfilled. Sits down with me for 2 hours, gets the lights going, get the microphone,
Yeah.
starts yapping to me, and I was like, "Oh my God, dude!
I didn't know this.
I did not know that. I'm capturing you in a different side."
Like it's like you're almost capturing them on the vulnerable side.
Yeah,
That's how it is for photography. You're kind of capturing them on the vulnerable side. So, yeah, it's like I said, it's definitely gifting.
yeah, I enjoy it too. I mean, I'm having a good time right now. There's so much stuff I didn't know. I mean, I know your brother. He's quiet though.
He's
So
he's quiet.
there,
He's quiet.
there's so many things that I have not captured that I'm throughout the years I've learned from the layers. But yeah, it's like that. It's really great. And I with that, I'm gonna talk it to creators now. How does it change how you view other creators? Like when you look at their work,
Hmm.
you're like, oh my God, I know how much work actually went into that. We touched on it a little bit earlier, but
Yeah.
kind of want to clarify on it.
No, yeah. So, like you said earlier, like especially on Instagram, I see other content creators. I see like they do cool transitions or they're like doing different angles. I'm just like, damn, like they really do all that. Because I know like some of them like to post like their BTS and what they do, and I'm just like, damn, they really like did all that just to get this one little angle like through video.
Mhm.
So again, like for content creation, I give them a lot of respect because it does take a lot of time, and a lot of patience.
A lot of patience.
Yes, because sometimes my patience runs out. But no, yeah, it definitely helps build a lot of patience though, for sure.
Yeah.
Especially when you're editing. It's yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I think I've missed hanging out with friends. Like I was supposed to hang out with people and I'm editing.
Yeah.
My phone is off to the side and I'm just engaged.
No, yeah.
And I'm just thinking to myself, I'm like, I wonder how many other creators have
To sacrifice like going out, doing stuff.
have sacrificed. It's like, I have to turn this for my client. I know we had plans today, but I'm still not done with my work.
No,
Like,
yeah.
I'm gonna have to cancel on you. I'm sorry. For people that have partners, how much does editing take away from their partner?
Yeah.
A lot of people they turned up to a business where they teach and sell courses and their lighting packs and sound effects. I think probably as a result of trying to have more time for them
Hmm.
to not edit as long,
Yeah.
or it's like, okay, I don't have to do as many shoots anymore
Hmm.
because I can have money over here too.
Yeah.
But yeah, it has completely changed how I view social media for sure. And then I see how other people force stuff too.
Yeah.
Like, ooh, that looks kind of forceful.
Yeah, like some are not some of them are not genuine when doing it. It's like forceful. So
Yeah,
no, yeah. But I do have a lot of respect for content creators as myself trying to be, climbing the ladder, becoming one.
hmm
Oh my God.
yeah. How has that been?
It's been fun, I'm not gonna complain. It's been fun. Like I said, it's just been a long, long night trying to get edits. On top of that, you also gotta think about what type of content you're doing or like what video you want to do next. Like I still have to do what's in my suitcase video. I still haven't done that. It's been in my head for a while already. I'm trying to do it, but
Yeah,
I just haven't done it yet. But I promise you, it will come out.
yeah. There's a few ideas that I have on there that I'm working on too. That I don't know if I'll release depending on how they look after I work on them. Um, yeah, I have an episode that I gotta edit that needs to come out eventually.
Eventually,
This is gonna eventually be on the editing.
editing. It's on the board. It's
It's
there.
on the board. Yeah, I mean, I work full time. I go to school. I try to maintain as much of my health as possible because I've had health issues.
Hmm.
So with me having those, when I look at especially like videos that look really good, I look at the video and I think I'm like, I wonder what other stuff this guy or this girl is going through
Hmm.
and still like putting out this good stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Because yeah, you never know what they're going through. They could be going through something, but like you said, they're like, I gotta push this video out. They're in front of the camera, still smiling. So I applaud you, content creators. I applaud all the creatives who are going through something right now, but still manage to push something out.
Yeah,
For us to learn.
yeah, no, for sure. With that, what does the future look like for you? Like, is like Oscar OM photography like at his best? Do you have a vision for it? Don't want to give it out. Maybe?
Well, as I always say to other people, when the lights are super bright, it is bright like my future.
Oh,
That's the
that's
best way to
it.
say it. No.
I will not dig anymore.
No, it's okay. I will say, more projects are coming. Yeah, that's all I say. More projects are coming
Projects.
soon. Yep.
They're gonna see. You're gonna see more from him.
Oh yeah.
That's what he's
Stay
saying.
tuned. Stay tuned, guys. It's amazing. This year is definitely the year. I've learned a lot last year. the do's and don'ts, and now I'm learning from that. And I am pushing myself more out there, networking, with more artists, dancers, fashionistas, you name it. So yeah, it's looking bright.
Okay. So it sounds like you're building a brand and creating
Oh
at the
yeah,
same time. That
definitely,
was gonna be my next question, but you just answered it. Like you're both creating and building a brand for yourself.
hmm
Um, so you do this kind of on your, it's not your free time, I would say.
I guess it's kind of like my free time because I do work a full-time job.
Mhm.
So like even though I come back home tired as hell from that job, I still manage to get edits done or learn on YouTube or edit a video. But that's just the life of an artist, of a creative.
Yeah. Yeah, I agree. I don't have that much free time.
I
Whatever.
mean, always try to go out still, have a little fun in your life. Don't kill yourself, will you?
Yeah, yeah. I try to have as much fun as I can.
Hell yeah.
And I do. People are like, dude, you're always traveling, you're always doing this, you're always doing that.
hmm
I'm like, yeah, but I also do all this other stuff that I need a break from. So
Definitely.
yeah, I agree. So photo or video, what tells the story better?
Good question. Oh man. What tells a um well, I mean, a lot of people have their own opinions for video and photography, like what tells a story. Um, I'm gonna have to go with video. Video, you definitely tell a story. I mean, well, honestly, I'm not even gonna say video. I say both of them, scratch that. I know the first answer, both of them.
Yeah.
Both they both capture a story, whether it's just the photo or the video, like for example, weddings, they always capture a story, same thing video when you're doing like whether it's like a short film, whether it's a highlight reel,
Mm,
BTS, they're all telling a story one way or another. They're just shown in different mediums.
yeah,
Yeah.
I agree with that. I thought you were gonna go lean to photos because you've been doing it longer.
No, yeah, I mean, I do capture a lot of good moments, especially when the models are kind of like not paying attention. I do capture candid shots,
Yeah.
and sometimes those are the best photos. Like recently, I did a photo shoot recently with Caroline,
Mhm.
on Friday, and I capture a photo of her like unexpectedly, and that was a good, and I was like, all right, this is a good photo,
Yeah.
capturing you out of not paying attention, just in the moment.
Mhm.
So that was pretty awesome. It's just, yeah, I think it's just capturing every moment.
Yeah. What is that saying? A picture
That,
tells 1,000 words.
yeah, picture's worth 1,000 words.
Yes.
Yes,
That.
yeah,
Yeah.
correct.
I didn't forget, so I'm gonna bring it back. What
Okay.
was the biggest mistake that you've learned? You say you made a lot of mistakes. You told me to put it on hold.
Yeah.
Bring it back.
Honestly, I think it's when I first started doing it is not asking for help. Obviously I started learning YouTube first, but I still didn't search out for help. I wanted to learn everything on my own. But in order to do it, I also need to do stuff hands-on, which I did, but I felt like I still needed guidance and help from somebody to help me learn like the actual settings for natural lighting or lighting for like studio lighting. And eventually I did end up finding somebody helping me with that. His name was Julian, who is a photographer and videographer at Indie Media. That's where I started my photography journey. I started doing modeling academy. I was one of the photographers there, taking photos. The owner, Angel, he's a supporter of all creatives.
Mhm.
So definitely, if you're a creative, and or a model and you don't know where to start off, Indie Media is the best place. He's always welcoming new people. He always has classes for photography, video, dances, you name it. But definitely started with Julian. He literally taught me like the steps I needed in order, to succeed pretty
Yeah.
much. So yeah, if it wasn't for him, I probably wouldn't even be here right now. And then I learned through other photographers as well. There's too many to count. But for sure, he was the starting point who like taught me, He would take me to his gigs, or be like, hey, like I'm at the studio doing a photo shoot with a model, come take behind the scenes, or like learn like some lighting techniques. And it worked. It definitely did work, and it did help.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's a fucking awesome answer.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know what I was expecting, but you were like asking for help. I'm like, oh my God. Because I literally just experienced that yesterday. I finished being a guest for his name is Meech Speaks on Instagram.
hmm
He's a military creator, leader, he does a lot of stuff. Um, and I started watching this stuff when he first started. Never did I think the circle will fully come back where
hmm
now I'm sitting down and talking to him.
Yeah.
And then at the very end, he had a lot of stuff to tell me. He's like, I'm watching your stuff and it looks good, but you can work on this, and that. And I'm like, oh my God, like I can ask for help,
hmm
right? Because before I didn't know who to ask for help
Right.
because I don't have a community here.
hmm
But now it seems like I'm starting to, the more I'm putting myself out there,
Yeah.
the more I'm like, okay, let me go fuck shit up worse. Let me go sit on the tables
Oh
now.
yeah, definitely.
It seems like I am now willing and more open to ask for help because I was just like, yeah, I was like, let me figure this out
Yeah, like
all
I
by
wanted,
myself.
yeah, I wanted to be like a hands-on, like I'm gonna do it myself.
Mhm.
But eventually, you're gonna need help.
Yeah,
You're gonna need help eventually. And like I said, that's he pretty much helped me, guided me to what I need to learn. And then, now I learned through other photographers, or even me myself. I also learned how to do things on my own as well.
yeah.
But yeah, it was definitely a big help, and it was definitely a big step for me to ask for it.
Mhm.
So yeah, I mean, it's scary.
Yeah, besides asking for help, if you were, because I'm sure you would do this differently. Um, so if you had to start over, what would you do differently? But besides asking others for help, would you tackle more projects? Would you put yourself out there? Um, would you not work for free as long?
So if I were to do this differently, I probably would have gone to school first in photography.
Okay.
That's one, no, but all jokes aside, I mean, differently, I probably would ask for help immediately, or like start searching for places or even people that had experience in doing this,
Mhm.
because I don't know how long it took for me um to even ask for help, because I think I did end up doing my first photo shoot like on a whim. I didn't have a studio. It was a hotel. Pause. It was at a hotel for a friend. It was like my first boudoir photo shoot.
Yeah.
I went in blind, not knowing aperture, angles, lighting, shutter speed, nothing. I had no lighting equipment. So I really went in there blind,
Yeah.
but I really was determined, like I cannot learn unless I do it myself and do it hands on. So I did, and boy, was there a lot that I should have learned.
Yeah.
So I definitely should have waited before even reaching out. Luckily, she was a good friend of mine, but luckily, yeah, and the shoot still went well. Some of the photos did come out decent at least,
Mhm.
but definitely definitely should have waited before I did my first shoot on a whim,
Mhm.
because I didn't know no studios or anything, which is why I just said, you know what, let me do a hotel photo shoot, um and let's see how this goes.
Yeah.
So that's, I guess you could say that's one mistake as well. Like I should have waited a bit longer before I decided to jump the gun.
Mhm.
But I learned from that. Now here we are now.
Yeah. I before I started this, I prepped for 6 months.
mm,
I looked up. I started at what was the best
hmm
and worked my way down to what was the worst look like. And I watched a lot of podcasts, so I know kind of what it could look like if
Yeah.
done correctly. But man, they spend thousands of dollars, so I probably
Yeah.
would never reach that. But I can at least
Never say never.
like build a little taste. Like, okay, this looks good, that looks good. I kind of really don't like that one on that.
Yeah.
I'm kind of building like a creative, like I guess, wall of like this is kind of what I will look for, and then find mine.
Yeah.
And then I'm so early, like I'm still finding that. And but yeah, I learned about aperture, shutter speed, depth of angle, how depth and lighting affects how it looks, um, ambience, like those little lights.
Yeah, I fucks with it. I like it. Shit,
Yeah,
out here outshining me.
yeah, like because I'm an overpreparer, like I'm
Mhm.
overthinking, overprepared.
Yeah,
Like I told you, come at 7, so I had to prepare
yeah.
for failure. You came 30 minutes early.
I'm an early bird. I like to show up
Yeah.
early
I overbooked the long stage just so I can be prepared.
just in case.
Just in
Yeah, no,
case,
yeah,
like
definitely.
I overthink. I probably would have never jumped the gun like you, but the
Yeah, you were way smarter than I am. I'm not gonna lie. That was smart.
I wouldn't say smarter. I would say more insecure
Mm,
because I was afraid of like posting.
yeah,
I was criticizing myself and I was self-doubting and having like a little voice in my head saying like, you're not, why? Like, why are you
yeah.
doing it? Um, so I just over prepared to drag out not doing it. I would just say it was smart. But then eventually I'm like, God, dude, you know all this stuff. You might as well just
Might as well just
you
go for it.
go for it.
Yeah, exactly. No, yeah, I really did jump the shark there.
Yeah, but I mean, experience firsthand, like those first failures,
Yeah,
there's big learning experience.
yeah, definitely.
Like even with all the stuff I know, I've still made little mistakes, like forgetting my SD cards.
Mm, you know what? I'm not gonna lie. I feel like if you're an over prepared, I think that's kind of what leads you to forgetting something
Yeah.
one way or another. I mean, there are like I said, me, I'm kind of an over prepared as well. When I went to I did this fashion model call. It was round two. I went, I had my lights, my light stand, my flashes, everything, and I was gonna do a test shot on the model. Okay, good. I'm like, where's I don't have my trigger. I looked through my bag. I'm like, no, I left it at home. So I was really mad. I'm like, I brought everything I needed except for the main essential, which was the trigger.
Yeah.
But again, luckily, one of the lights that I had like a really bright spotlight, so that was I was able to make it work. When you're a creative, you find ways to make stuff work.
Yeah. What have you learned about yourself doing this?
Doing this,
Yeah.
that what I learned about myself, like doing this, is that I'm a big gapper. Um, you know, I am an extrovert. Not that I didn't know that, but I'm more of a bigger extrovert now because I'm meeting people. You are required to meet new people all the time.
Mhm.
And I guess I learned that I really want this. Like I really want this. I really want to do this eventually as a full-time thing,
Yeah.
because I really like what I do, whether it's a paid gig or a collab, I like what I do. You get
Mhm.
your creativity out.
Yeah.
That's a good way to show expression.
Are you gonna stay behind the camera frame the entire time in those future plans, or do you want to eventually step out of it, more modeling, or maybe more
Mhm.
teaching people and helping people get started?
I definitely do want to be in front of the camera as well. Like,
Mhm.
so yeah, they'll see. Eventually, they'll see me in front of the camera from time to time.
Yeah.
But I do eventually want to be in front of the camera as well as a model. I do that for fun, honestly. It's just for fun. I like, I look good sometimes, when you look good.
Yeah.
But no, I've had people before ask me for help in terms of photography, and it kind of felt good because the stuff that I learned, whether it was on my own or through other people or through Julian, I was able to incorporate that and like help others as well, you know. Um, but regardless, I'm still learning,
Yeah.
and there's always room to learn and to grow.
Yeah. To close it off, what would be some advice that you would give somebody that's like terrified to start photography?
Just do it. If you really want to do it, go for it. You are an artist, start painting the world, man. The camera is your paintbrush. The world is the canvas. All
Yeah.
all you need that and start painting. So, yeah, just go for it. If you love what you do it. Or in the words of Shia LaBeouf, just do it.
Yeah, I I recorded a reel the other day where I was up late night editing, uh, and all I said was everybody was an artist till the rent was due.
Eh,
Yeah,
yeah, that's valid. That's
till the
fair.
bills are due.
Till the bills are. It doesn't matter.
It
They're
doesn't
all the
matter.
same thing. It's all the same thing. We're paying.
Yeah, I was like, everybody's an artist till the bills are due.
Hmm.
And I felt so privileged of my job because I have a lot of stuff that I have together that allows me to come here
Yeah.
and do all the stuff I have and buy all the equipment. And I made some good choices from an early age, that allow me to have the money to fund this.
Hmm.
And it's because there's a price of entry to do what you want to do.
Hmm.
The price of entry for you as a photographer is buying a camera, putting yourself out there, talking to people,
lighting, everything.
yeah, like all of that. That is the price of entry to be a photographer.
Yeah.
And every content creator, what really for any single profession, everybody pay a price of entry.
Right.
So yeah, I would say just do it.
Yeah, just do it. And it doesn't matter how old you are, it's never too late to start, just again, do it. And, I also just want to thank like everybody, you for having me on this show. It's my first time doing podcasts, so bear with me if I sound off, but thank you again for having me here. And once again, I want like to thank everybody who supported me on this journey. It wasn't easy. Definitely expect more from me. I'm definitely gonna keep on working, and whenever you guys have something that you want to do, whether it's a video or some type of concept, let me know. I'm right here. This is Oscar, your friendly neighborhood photographer.
Oscar, thank you very much for coming. I really enjoyed it. I got to find a studio to work at.
Yeah.
So we might bump into each other here.
Say less.
I booked it because, you're not getting that booking. But no, thank you very much for coming.
Of course, man.
It was
Thank
lovely.
you.
And I'll see you when I see you.
When I see you.